about to leave Walton, Kentucky. And that thing is still there. There was a mark of some insect. Yeah, fuel was cheaper here, so this, oh, my speedometer hit 230,000 kilometers yesterday, so time for oil change. So yeah, fuel here was my rooftop light is on, cheaper, $2.55 cash, and I'm going north into Ohio. So I know over there is going to be 10-15 cents more, and then Pennsylvania especially will be too expensive. And I had so I got like 100 gallons at a good price. And the truck stop was almost full yesterday, Friday. I came here just at sunset, following I-75 north from Tennessee. Didn't have any trouble with DOT, got stopped a couple of scales. They look at my permit. Have a good day, sir. Well, thank you. Now getting out of here is tricky. There's what, 2 lights, a bunch of turns. Wow, look at that hole in there. I don't want to go in there. I know I'm gonna scratch my trailer. And especially during the week, there's crazy traffic here. There's a bunch of companies in there on this road. That's the sound of my drop axle going down. By the way, some people that probably bought trucks right after World War II so I was just saying that some people that sounds like they bought trucks after World War II. We're surprised at the oil change intervals, but that's what Mac recommends. Actually, I'm doing it a bit more often. They're saying 35,000 miles, you know, but only if your fuel mileage on average is above 6, and mine is between 5 and 6. And so that's what I figured out. It's easy to calculate, because 40,000 kilometers is 25,000 miles, and I do grease. But that's the thing with the new trucks, and that's why I was joking about World War II, because yeah, old trucks, they required this, but new trucks are designed for, they have different filters, you know, different engine. So you don't need to change the oil as often as with old trucks. On my International, I was doing it every 15,000 miles. But on this one, 25,000 is fine. Because the 2015 truck in International was 2004. Okay, this is I-75 north. And now we're coming to a junction with 71. So if you take 71, you can get to Louisville, where at the end of this month they're having the big Mid-America Truck Show, and I would love to go, but I don't want to lose loads, and it looks like it's picking up now. So once I cross the bridge, I'll be in Ohio, and I checked my book with oversized load requirements in Ohio, and they wanted to have all your lights on, like not just your clearance lights, but headlights. And since I'm about, I don't know, 5 miles, maybe more, maybe 10 miles from the border, might as well turn on my lights. So I'm legal. I got my rooftop light, I got flashing lights on the bumper, my pusher axle is down. Yeah, just wanna bring the pressure of my fifth wheel a little bit higher, otherwise it's too low. So we're good. The weather's good, but the reports were saying snow is up north over there, and it was very chilly today. -2, about 29 right now. But it's sunny, but you see the clouds those are not good clouds. Like very high altitude clouds, light. So my chair just makes that noise. I'm 112,000 pounds, 112. That's my gross weight. Not too bad. Alright, I saved $2 this morning by just getting hot water and brewing my own tea. Got my protein bar, Quest bar. And the next stop is that Jefferson, Ohio, where I spent the weekend a couple of weeks ago. Stopping by Starbucks there. Gonna get coffee there. So I'm going north on 75, so now I'm switching to 275, which is a bypass around Cincinnati. I see the overhead sign says exit only 275. want to go over around Cincinnati on the eastern side because
Continue on I-275 east for 14 kilometers.
because then I'm switching to 71. On the bypass, and it's a very long bypass with a bunch of hills once you cross into Ohio. It's probably like 30 miles long, but you go around, because I hate going through Cincinnati. It's pretty bad. And that's it. I'm leaving Kentucky, and that bridge in the distance, that's Ohio. This is Ohio River. Yeah, you see the sign on above the two left lanes says "Welcome to Ohio." I don't see any ice in the water. That's a good sign. Oversized load. The truck is K-Whopper T800. And I made it to Jeffersonville, Ohio. There's a T8, TAN Speedways on the other side. And I'm just about to head over to that gray building in the, maybe what, like 150 meters away, 600 feet. And just wanted to end this Saturday episode with two stories, both involving four-wheelers or amateur drivers. Story number one, I'm driving on I-275 around Cincinnati, and there's cops everywhere, and I see them mostly already working with people stopped on the shoulder, basically writing tickets. And that guy, I saw that oversized load. I was thinking about that. There's an escort behind him, right? And then there's a cop. So I'm pretty sure that cop was not part of the escort, as sometimes it happens. So I think he stopped him and was giving him a ticket. And so two cops passed me. One was a sheriff, and then another guy, and they're looking at me, and like so many cops on this bypass around Cincinnati. And then the freeway 275, it's mostly 3-lane in each direction, divided, right? And I'm driving in the curb lane, minding my own business as usual. I was doing 59 miles per hour, 95, and the speed limit is 65. And I'm driving in the curb lane, and the outside lane, the fast lane, is moving probably at the speed limit or slightly faster, like 65, And I'm thinking some pleasant thoughts. All of a sudden I see some image in the mirror, like with the corner of my eye, something moving very fast. And I turn my head, and this guy flying in the middle lane, a four-wheeler, a Jeep. Jeep is the make, like a silver, newer model of a Jeep, like ugly looking, all square. And so the guys, I'm doing 59, the guys in the outside lane, in the fast lane, are doing, let's say, 67, right? This guy flies, and judging by the rate at which he passed me and them, he was doing at least 20 miles more than the guys in the fast lane. So he was doing like 85, 90 miles an hour, you know? And there was a little hill, and I'm thinking, this guy's crazy. There's cops everywhere, right? Like, it looks like Saturday. They have some kind of a campaign or something. I don't know. And there's like a little hill, and then it goes down. And as soon as we go over the top of this little hill, I see this guy. He was already like far ahead. I see his brake lights come on, and right away I see there's a cop sitting in the in the median, and he's, you know, turned like this, so you can see it's a huge car. So it's, you know, Crown Victoria. And as soon as that guy saw this guy slow down, he starts pulling out. And these guys panicked in the fast lane. They all hit their brakes too, so they gave him room. And of course, you know, these cop cars, I don't know what kind of engines they have, but like in 2 seconds from the dead stop, he was already driving next to that speeder. And that one was already probably doing like 55 by this, because he hit his brakes real hard. Oh, cops! And this guy is pulling next to him, and we all slow down, and the cop just, you know, steered him towards the shoulder and stopped him. So kids, don't speed after you drink, okay? Especially when you see so many cops around. And story number 2, also involving a four-wheeler. I'm driving, the road is empty. Over here it's I-71, just before this, maybe like 5 miles before this exit for this truck stop. So 3 lanes, no traffic. I decided to slow down because it's all windy now, and I look at my turbo boost. It's like, you know, shows 50%, 20 psi. I know that's pretty bad. That's like less than 5 miles per gallon. And so I just hit my cruise control, go down 1 mile. So I'm doing 93 kilometers an hour, 58 miles per hour in the curb lane. And again, there's a hill, and as soon as I go over the little hill, I see up ahead there's flashing lights. There's a tow truck on the right side, and he's doing something there, you know. And I was a tow truck driver myself, so I know that it's very bad for those guys when you pass them, you know, when a big truck with a trailer passes them like so close. There's so much air being pushed by the truck that poor guy over there, you know, he'll drop all his wrenches, you know, like. And then later, actually, I saw that he was working with a car. There was a car in front of him, but I could not see the car. I just saw the tow truck with flashing lights. And you know, as a courtesy, and plus in many states it's the law. Some states say you have to change lanes only if it's a cop or ambulance, but other states will say that all emergency vehicles, if you see an emergency vehicle on the shoulder, you got to change your lane, right? And so I look at my mirror, there's 2 vehicles for the entire like 1 mile behind me. There's a pickup truck, and I still have like, I don't know, half a mile to the tow truck. So there's a pickup truck. I could have changed the lanes before him, but you know, I'm going so slow, and I see that he's flying probably like 70 miles an hour, and that's the speed limit over there, 70, and I'm like 58. You know, I don't want to be such a dickhead and just go in front of somebody flying and make him change lanes and then curse at me. And so, okay, I flip my signal on, and I think I'll wait for this guy. And right behind him, maybe like 100 yards, you know, I don't know, 100 meters behind him, there's a SUV, and they're all doing the same, pretty much the same speed. And I'm thinking, okay, I have to change lanes right after the right after the pickup truck, otherwise, because you know we're all moving, right? So that tow truck is right already on me, and so I flip the switch. This guy, I see he increases the speed, the pickup truck, and he passes. And just as I'm prepared, you know, to change lanes, I look at that SUV. The SUV speeds up to prevent me from changing lanes. And you know, and I start moving slowly, like thinking maybe he'll change the lane. No, this guy just flying by. I honk my horn, like what? Like I guess they're thinking that truck drivers just decide to change lanes, you know, for no reason at all, just to piss people off. And then as soon as he passed me, I had to hit my brakes, and I changed lanes right in front of, just before the tow truck, just to give the guy some breathing room. So, and then I honked my horn, and just as I did that, that guy went into the totally empty fast lane, because like I said, there were 3 lanes, and these guys are flying like at 70-75 miles per hour in the middle lane. So kids, please be considerate of big trucks. Like if we want to change lanes, it means that something that you cannot see because I'm so big. If I have my turn signal on, it probably means that there's some kind of a event happening on the shoulder, right? And I'm not trying to get people angry, but I just want to be courteous to other participants of the traffic situation, right? But evidently, for four-wheelers, non-professional drivers, as soon as they see the signal come on, I already mentioned this before, but as soon as they see the signal, it's like you know, Red Bull sees the red fabric. They hit the accelerator, they hit the throttle. Oh geez, no way is this truck is swerving in ahead of me. And so that's why sometimes you see people, you know, like we have to do it, like in some busy area. I'm not violating any rules, but basically I'm not giving them any heads up. Like I see space behind me, I flip the switch and right away I start changing lanes, because otherwise I know what's gonna happen. People are not gonna let me in. And this is really like, there's a room, right? Your left lane is empty, let me go. And of course, as soon as I went into that lane, as soon as I passed the tow truck, I went back to my curb lane. You know, I know my place, right? Because I know I'm slow. You know, I'm a big truck. I'm not driving in the left lane. I'm not driving in the middle lane. I'm driving in the curb lane, slow rate of speed. So, kids, don't be like that, okay? Sergei out. Ciao. Have a good weekend.